Hey y'all, good afternoon. It's Ned over at My Philippine Dreams, N to the E to the D over at MPD, shooting once again from an undisclosed cow pasture somewhere in Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental, the Philippines. Briefly, and yes, this is going to be brief, I wanted to talk about 3 situations that are most dangerous to foreigners coming to the Philippines. These, over the last 2 years, I've noticed a pattern of behaviors and experiences and things that people get involved in that can be kind of dangerous here, so I thought we'd talk about that. First up is motorcycles and scooters. I don't think there's any bigger threat or danger to foreigners in the Philippines, and probably for the rest of Southeast Asia, than motorcycles and scooters. And the reason behind that is a few things. First up, you're dealing with driving style that you're not really accustomed to. Although they have driver's education classes here, a lot of it really is applied practically to most of the Philippines. It's a little from the hip, it's a little off the cup, it's a little impromptu, and it's a little bit freestyle. So they're going to be doing things that you're not used to, and that can be dangerous for a foreigner. Also, although there are helmet and drunk driving laws in the Philippines, those aren't often enforced completely. As a matter of fact, I've been here for 2 years and I've never seen a breathalyzer drunk driving checkpoint set up. So not only are you having to deal with Filipinos going to the cockfights on Sundays, getting a little bit liquored up, jumping on their scooters and blasting around town, you're also having to deal with expats going out late at night, getting drunk and driving around themselves. And also with the lack of helmet law enforcement, a lot of times those accidents can become deadly. With motorcycles, it's not a question of if you're going to go down. You are going to go down eventually. Hopefully, when you go down, it will be a low-speed crash. But even with low-speed crashes, that can also be an issue. I wasn't even moving. The only time I've crashed in the Philippines, I wasn't even moving. I was parking the bike, it slid in mud, and I got myself a really nice Thai tattoo. Got myself permanently disfigured. So that's a big thing. That's number one. Motorcycles and scooters in the Philippines, you're not accustomed to it. There's some alcohol involved. There's no real traffic enforcement, so people are driving crazy. Sometimes people are speeding. People that are come blasting by you, hitting your handlebars, all kinds of crazy stuff's going to be coming on. Also, you have to deal with all the stuff that's constantly running in the road, like ascals, carabao, little kids, little dongs and dies running out, chickens, all kinds of crazy stuff. So motorcycles and scooters, number one most dangerous thing that foreigners can face. The second one is the food and the water. We've had a number of subscribers and a number of people get sick from the food and the water. We've actually had a couple people that we know get hepatitis A. So if you're coming to the Philippines or anywhere else, or if you're traveling anywhere in the world, make sure to get your twin Ricks vaccinations for hepatitis A and hepatitis B. The 2 shots that you have to take over a staggered period of time, highly recommended. Also, you got Lapu-Lapu's Revenge. Drinking the water, having ice cubes in your drink sometimes can have some bacteria in it that you're not used to, and you can get very sick from that. You can get dysentery and all kinds of fun stuff. Thankfully, I have never, since I've been here, even though I eat street food a lot, gotten sick from the food. When you're buying food from the public market, a lot of time the meats are going to be out there and the fish are going to be out there for a long period of time. If you notice, Filipinos tend to cook the shit out of their food. A lot of times it's charred, and I like seeing that. I like seeing charred, overcooked food here because I know that all the bacteria has been cooked out of it. As a matter of fact, we're going to Escardas tonight, my favorite street food, to get some chicken intestines and pork fat and all that stuff. And Escardas is really good at charring their food. And they also have the best freaking sauce in all the Philippines. So motorcycles and scooters, food and water, and the third biggest danger that foreigners face in the Philippines are themselves. Yes, we have met the enemy, and it is us. A lot of times we tend to get in our own way. We have our own stuff that we're dealing with, and it's difficult. It's not easy living 12,000 miles from your support system, 12,000 miles from all your friends, 12,000 miles from your family, from medical care that you've had. Some guys here are dealing with mental health issues, physical ailments, chronic physical ailments, chronic sicknesses, and that's difficult. Also, when you come here, one of the great things about the Philippines is the freedom. Yes, there are all these rules and regulations that they have here, but they're rarely enforced. So if you want to get drunk, if you want to leave your helmet at home, if you want to ride your motorcycle at 120 kilometers down a goat path, you can do that. There are consequences and there is a price for that freedom, though. And terrible things have happened, especially in the last couple months. A lot of foreigners, a lot of fatalities here in the Dumaguete area, and it's a damn shame. I myself have abused that freedom. I've put myself a few times in dangerous situations which I should not have done. Luckily, it worked out, and luckily, nothing bad has happened, but that can be difficult. Also, part of this is also drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol are very cheap in the Philippines. Cigarettes are very cheap in the Philippines. Sometimes guys don't have something to do. They don't have a passion or purpose. And alcohol and sometimes drugs starts to fill that niche. And that can be a really bad thing because, again, you're a long way from your friends, you're a long way from your family, you're a long ways from the people that'll get in your face and say, hey, what are you doing? All those external controls that we normally have are gone. All this freedom and these unenforced regulations are suddenly thrust upon us, and we can put ourselves in bad situations. So those are the three things I think that foreigners, the biggest dangers to foreigners in the Philippines. If you have anything to add, if you want to make any comments or add anything to the discussion, please leave it in the comments section. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Till next time, this is Ned. Be safe out there. My Philippine Dreams signing off. Bye.